Okay, good morning. So we are observing about the microclimate conditions in the bryophytes. Already mosses, liverworts, and the hornworts are the main plant organisms in the bryophyta. So here you are observing the habitat of some localities as they are showing the richness in the mosses are there. So basically while going to see their ecological conditions, so already I think in semester 1 we have seen about the some habitat topics in relation to this, but as specifically in relation to microhabitats are there, their ecological importance is there, so we have to consider the certain factors generally affecting the microclimate conditions are there. So while considering the passively the strategies in the different microclimates are there, so here the energy, solar energy is the important source is there. So day lightning and the state of the particularly the natural conditions, these are very important. So ventilation or the solar energy or the humidity is there. Humidity is nothing but the cold vapor percentage is there. While considering to our solar passive techniques are there, so we are knowing the certain slopes areas are there or the certain valley areas are there, shady places are there. So in forest types all over the world there are the I think 8 to 9 12 types of the forest are there, where the evergreen forest, then deciduous forest, tropical rainforest, then dry deciduous forest are there. So while considering these characters, there are the development of the this particularly the having a certain specific climate is there, as it is to be said that the African forest near to the equatorial portion, it is to be called as a virgin forest. That is the some areas are the untouched because the solar light is not also passing to the basement area of the forest. So like thick forest are there. So here in relation to microclimate, so we have to see, just I have shown here the slopey areas or these areas are there, and microclimate variations as per the localities are there. While considering our microclimatic conditions are there, from certain foot to certain meters are there, or generally more or less are there. So on this planet surface the different vegetation canopies are there, and as in the areas like terrestrial areas or the certain glaciers are there, environments are there. In south Antarctic region, south pole is there also, there are some bryophytes are reported. So while we are going to see the certain conditions are there, so they shows the occurrence as the specific conditions are there. So the temperature, humidity, these are the main our terrestrial habitat characteristics are there, because they are going to be changing as per the certain, and therefore different forms are there. So this climate, the plants, they tolerate the certain condition and grows at the specific areas are there. So these are the factors main: solar light, humidity, temperature. So temperature is directly proportional to the light intensity, already we are knowing. So here we have to consider about there these conditions are there. Same thing, the wind is there. Suppose the hilly portions are there, so wind flow is also the one of the important character. Then turbulence, then dew, frost, heat balance, and the evaporation of water. Turbulence is nothing but how much generally the vapor is present. Suppose in some areas we are knowing there is a formation of the certain vapors are there, hilltops of the certain mountains are there, so they shows the in rainy season these conditions are, and these are favorable for the certain plants. Already in habitat we are knowing epiphyllous epiphytic characters are there. So while we are going to see about the certain areas like Andaman Islands are there, so heavy rainfall is there. So maximum, and ocean is generally Bay of Bengal, it is covering to this 350 or near about these islands are there. So basically certain maximum humidity is there. Every afternoon or sudden there is a heavy rainfall and heavy high temperature is there. So it is to be considered as a habitat, and so maximum occurrence of the leafy jungle mammals in the certain areas of the world. So in India we having part of Kerala, then Himalayan region and the Andaman Islands. Then there are the main 5 factors are there: topography, soil, water, vegetation and artificial structure. In topography, the certain specific land area or the this condition, it is showing the significant influence on these microclimatic conditions are there. The weather conditions between the ocean and land and the topography, it is generally showing the relationship, as it is easy to determine the certain solar radiations and how much it is receiving or how much generally there is a change is there. So temperature and the development of shade conditions are there. Already we are knowing the world is divided into two hemispheres, south hemisphere and the north hemisphere. So along this equatorial position, basically as these hemispheres shows the different in character. Already as suppose in Russia or the certain parts are there is a heavy ice fall is there, ice. Then there are the only two seasons in world, the winter season and the summer season, and the rainfall is generally intermittent. It may seem in the winter season, it may seem in the summer season, because due to the sudden change in the weather conditions are there. So microclimate is going to be changed. The certain parts of the America, as we are going part like the California or these are there, so heavy ice fall is there, and heavy summer is also there. Then second point, in relation to these conditions are there, we are observing these microclimatic conditions develop due to the cold air, and it results on the development of the plants are there. So basically our Markensia we are knowing. So I think you should go through the each division, Hepatiki, then Anthocyrati and the Maasai, and see about the distribution pattern of the each and every one, and you have to make it the note, but in relation to microclimate. Then second, soil also there. So I think soil types are also all the world, 9 types are there. There is having the calcareous soil or the alluvial soil is there, small. Then again there is the fertile, unfertile soils are there, sandy soils are there, rocky soils are there. As per the natural condition, it requires 1000 years to develop a soil from the rock, and when there is having the sudden changes are there, it requires artificially the 500 years are there. So these are very specific ecological factors, so we should also know the which are the ecological conditions, right? Then humidity, effect of humidity, temperature, then wind flow is there. So there is the development of certain microclimate. While considering two water bodies are there, we are knowing ocean is the largest our water body on this planet, and therefore the coverage is also maximum. But the marine water and the fresh water, these are the two conditions are there. Same thing, bare soil, so they are directly related to this. So bare soil generally reflect the more light and the heat is developed, and therefore the again through the operation of water, the rainfall is to the planet is there. development of this condition, vegetation is going to be developing. So we are nowadays knowing the overgrowing population and the pollution. These are the twin dangers to the world. While there is will be having the eradication of the soil also there, and the overgrowing population is there. So just we have to consider for this one as per conditions of development of vegetation. So as per the global scenario is there, so only 11% forest is remain on the planet, and therefore all this the survival of the living beings are there. In relation to development of vegetation, the soil is important factor. Same thing for the availability of the water is there. Already we are knowing, suppose the forest of the Mahabaleshwar is there, forest in the Himalaya is there. So Himalaya shows there is having the 7,000 feet altitude is there. So while considering each 1,000 feet, there is a different forest type is there, vegetation is there, and so they are included under the tropical, then dry, deciduous, different types are there. Pine forest is generally seen in the middle part where the soil is rich. So vegetation totally depend on these conditions are there. The larger leaf plants are there, smaller leaf plants are there. Deciduous, that is the leaf fall each year, or evergreen plants are also there. In relation to artificial conditions, these are nothing but the man-made activities are there. Already we are knowing ecosystem types are there. So in ecosystem nowadays the artificial ecosystem. So humans created as per the natural conditions. Certain systems are there, and therefore they are also reflecting on the development of these plants. I know the old Bombay Pune highway, as it shows the very specific, the maximum collection of the bryophytes along the roadside are there, footpaths are there, but nowadays they are eradicated because due to the road constructions or the express highways are there, and therefore there is a tremendous loss for the width of the roads are there. So tremendous loss in the occurrence of these forms are there. So we have to go at the specific condition. Then these all conditions develop microclimate, and therefore the microclimate generally it is totally related with the surface conditions are there. You go through it. So how bryophytes, we are only considering about the bryophytes are there. So in bryophytes the prostate habitat is the main character, then epiphytes are there. While I think you have seen in our rainy season, at Mahabaleshwar or Lonavala or our region also, if rainfall is more, so mosses generally start their life cycle. At any place, crevices of the rocks, walls are there, any rock is there. So this is also in the process of the succession is there. I think ecologically you are knowing this word, succession. So development starting from these cryptogamous plants, and they develop the substrata or the soil, and later on other plants are growing there. While considering this microclimate, we have to also consider the macroclimatic condition. So macroclimate, it is as per the large geographic area. And overall generally the changes due to the climate conditions are there. So macroclimate around the areas are there, so they are affected by the designing in the changes are there. As there are the different land forms are there, we consider this one. So these land forms like the mountains are there, small hills are there, or the small forest areas are there. So they are changing as per the topographic conditions are there. So just here this is the diagrammatic one. So how hilly portion, then hilltops are there. So how the wind break is there, how the cool air development is there, how the high density of the these areas are there. So valley, it shows the hot air temperature being lighter rises the above, and while cooler air having the high density, so it settle down or it is at the lower side. Same thing for the slopes are there. Then different site conditions are there. Fountain, river, lake is there. So all these are the macroclimatic conditions are there. In relation to our bryophytic conditions, while we are considering the different vegetation types and the patterns are there, so we have to consider about these plants. So there is having the releasing of the moisture, humidity, temperature, and these are directly proportional to each other. The hot and dry zones are also there. We are knowing in the morning there is a cooling or at night time, but at daytime it shows the tremendous temperature is there. So deciduous trees and these specifically solar radiations, they are related. Nowadays this period it is to be having the leaf fall area, we are knowing. So basically different landscapes in relation to this. Here you observe the role of the vegetation in the site plannings are there. Suppose artificial systems are there, so we are observing the certain pools, certain evergreen trees are there, solar lights or the wind flow is there, humidity, wind flow is nothing but the humidity, the condition developing in the air or globe, atmosphere. We are knowing the cyclone condition. So why cyclone develop? So cyclone is nothing but air is nothing but the stagnant or the steady gaseous condition. It is called as the air. When it start to flow, it is called as the wind. And when wind starts flow out of limit, it is called as the cyclone. So there is the direct or the indirect effect is there. So here we are observing the certain role of the vegetation in the different conditions are there. So just you see about these conditions. Okay, so remaining part we will see in the next lecture.